large sample single mean method. The formula is z equal to x bar minus mu sigma by root n. Always the formula contains a modulus where always we consider our calculated answer as a positive answer. Let's have an example of this problem. See, we have a problem here. Let us see the situation, what all the values are given, how we can develop the hypothesis, and how do we come to the solution. Now, the question was given that the breaking strength of ropes produced by a manufacturer have mean 1800 Newton and standard deviation of 100 Newton. By a new technique in the manufacturing process, claimed that breaking strength can be increased. To test this claim, a sample of 50 ropes is tested and found that the mean breaking strength is 1850 Newton. Can we support the claim at 5% and 1% level of significance? So, what is the situation here? What they are asking us to find out. See, first thing I told you that blindly uh, to make yourself comfort, first see to that how many number of values are given in the problem. So we were given 4 values over here: 1800 Newton, 100 Newton, 1850 Newton, and 50 ropes are given. So let us identify what are these values. Then let's construct what is the problem about. Now, the manufacturer, that means the producer, is having what is his assumption, man? He is saying that the number of ropes which are manufactured by the company is 1800 Newton. Means what? Any rope which is manufactured in the company can sustain up to the weight up to 1800 Newton. Okay, the breaking strength. The breaking strength means what? See, let's take an example of this rubber band what we use in our daily life. Once try to uh, pull it over for the two both the ends. It will be extended in both the ways, and at one point that will be broke out. That means the last point till where the strength, that means till where the rubber band can sustain, that is called as breaking strength. Okay, the last point without unbreaking, that is called as breaking strength. So the ropes which are manufactured by a certain company, they are saying that it is 1800 Newton and with standard deviation of 100 Newton. Now what they are doing, they wanted to implement a new technique in the manufacturing process. So they wanted to make some changes, and by this what they are saying that now the breaking strength can be increased. They are saying that the breaking strength can be increased. So to test this one, what they have taken, 50 ropes have been tested. How many? 50 ropes have been tested and found a mean breaking strength of 1850 Newton. So by reading these points, we have to identify what is population values and what is our sample values. So in general is what they are saying. Normally it is 1800 Newton and standard deviation of 100. In general means what? Always about a population. Now on what they are testing? On 50 ropes they are testing. So what is our sample size here? 50 ropes is our sample size. That means in the given problem, in solution, our first step, we do right which is of that T. So what does it tell us? It is a large sampling problem. Okay, n greater than 50, sorry, n greater than 30 will always be a large sampling problem. We have got one confirmation. Large sampling means what? We have only Z test. In Z test, how many formulas we have? We have 5 different types of tests to be followed. Now, in that, the next, based on the remaining values, we'll come to a conclusion that why this problem belongs to single mean method. Now, what is the resultant of these 50 ropes here? The resultant of 50 ropes is what? 1850 Newton. 1850 Newton. That means the remaining population value, it is 1800 Newton, and standard deviation is given as 100 Newton. So finally, we have got only 4 values from the given problem. Based on this, we'll move on to the next concept. Now let us see what is the null hypothesis. What are they saying? They are saying that the average break, that means the breaking strength of the ropes manufactured by the company is 1800 Newton. By using a new technique, the breaking strength has been increased. Now, they are saying that by introducing a new technique, the breaking strength has been increased. Now, shall we go with the same thing or not? Do we agree with the statement that the breaking strength has been increased? How come earlier it is 1800? See, before increasing of new technique, it is 1800. Now the second case is after improvement, it has become 1850. That means there is a improvement of 50 Newton in the rope. Now, basing on this information, can we come to a conclusion that the breaking strength has been increased or not? How can I say that? See, 50 is an increment, but sometimes I will be investing a lot of amount in the company for the sake of improvement of the breaking strength. That means if I'm investing 1 lakh or crores of rupees or whatever it might be, if I'm investing such a lot of amount, if there is an improvement of 50 Newton, is that acceptable level? Let's take an example. See, I'm giving a tuition to some student. I'm giving a tuition to some student. Now, uh, earlier he used to get only 35 marks. He used to get, or let us take, he used to get only 25 marks out of 100. I gave him a tuition. He came to me for 1 month for the sake of tuition. So he have got 35 marks now. That means there is an increment of 10 marks in his examination. But finally, what happened? He is failed in the examination. At least he has to get 40 marks. That means the value should be increased to a certain level where it can be accepted. That means if 25 becomes 50 or 45, that means earlier he was failing the examination. Now he has passed the examination. That should be up to the acceptable level. In the similar way, earlier it is 1800 Newton, but now it is 1850 Newton. So sometimes by seeing the value 50, there is an increment. Of course, we can say that it is increased, but sometimes we can say that it is not increased. So now let us find out whether it is increased or not increased. Now, based on the information, let us write down the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Now, what is the statement of the null hypothesis? The null hypothesis always says that the breaking strength of the ropes is not increased. Sir, why you are writing it is not increased? Not increased because always keep in mind that H naught mu value should be always equal to how much in the given problem it is given as 1800 Newton. That means if I need to write a equal to symbol in the null hypothesis, that means always null hypothesis is equal to only. That means what? This is before and this is after. That means before improvement in the production process and after improvement in the production process also, the breaking strength of the ropes is same. That means always we say it as equal to symbol only. Now, next alternative hypothesis, we say that ropes is increased because he himself is saying that the breaking strength of the ropes is increased in the question. He was mentioned it. If he was not mentioning, test whether there is any change in the breaking strength, then we say that the breaking strength is changed. Not changed, changed. But here we are writing it is as not increased and increased. Now what is the notation we write? Mu is greater than 1800 Newton. That means earlier it was 1800. Because of improvement, we are saying that it is increased. So if it is increased means I should write always greater than 1800 only. So now what type of test it is? It is RTT, right tail test. Greater than means always right tail test. Less than means LTT. That means left tail test. If it is not equal to, we say it as two tailed test problem. Now based on this problem, we are going to find out our tabulated values first of all. To find out tabulated values, see, can we suppose aim at 5% and 1%? He has given us both the percent. So instead of doing the problem in 2 times, we'll do it in single problem only. Now, the value of Z tab at 5% LOS for right tail test is, and at the same time, the value of Z tab at 1% LOS for right tail test is. So now let's find out these values. Right tail test 5%, right tail test 5%. It is 1.645. 1.645. And next Z tablet value at 1% LOS is how much here? It is 2.33. 2.33. Now even I am done with my tableted values. Once I calculate my calculated answer, I can compare with these two values. If my answer is less than these two, I am right. I am right means null hypothesis is correct, or otherwise alternative hypothesis is correct. Okay. Now let us move on to the next step, which is called as test statistic. Test statistic means what? We do explain here why this problem belongs to that particular model only. Now let us see the explanation. A single sample, small sample is given, large sample n is given as 50. Only one sample is given, right? And where it is greater than 30, along with the means are given. What means are given? Sample mean and population means are given. So we use large sample single mean method. Just simple man. See the formulas which are there in our testing of hypothesis. And once you got all the values in the given step, try to identify where all those values are going to be fitted. See, I have given 4 values, so 4 values will be satisfying my first formula. If that is going to satisfy any other formula, we can use the other formulas also. So now this is going to satisfy only single mean method. Now let us move on to the calculation step. In calculation, we have, what is the formula we have? Now we need to have Z calculated, right? Zcal is equal to, just a moment. Zcal is equal to Zcal. Here we have the formula like x bar minus mu. What is x bar given in the formula? 1850 and mu is 1800. So Zcal is equal to 1850 minus 1800. Let me have the whole bracket here. That means this is completely numerator. Now this is divided by sigma by root n. Sigma is given as how much here? 100. Again divided by, this is complete denominator, 100 divided by square root of n. N means 50 ropes is our answer. So just calculate the answer and let me know. That is, numerator will be directly 50 because 1850 minus 1800 is 50 and divided by, can anyone tell me the answer?
.07.
Is it the final answer? You are saying it for Z calculated?
Yes, sir.
0.07. 07. Is it true?
Sir, 3.53.
The answer is 3.53. So this is our calculated answer. Once we got our calculated answer, then we try to compare our answer with the tabulated value. So just I'm moving on to the comparison. Actually, I have already pasted the answers here. See, now let's see. What is our Z calculated answer? It is 3.53. And in the next case also, let's type the answer 3.53. Because I have a tabulated for both 5% and 1%, right? So I'm comparing with both the things now. And what is our Z tabulated at 5% LOS, man? it is 1.645, and next one is it is 2.33. Now, by comparing, I'm comparing at 5%. By comparing calculated value with the tabulated value, Zcal, see, compare these two values. 3.53 is greater than 1.645. And by comparing the calculated value with the tabulated value at 1% also, 3.53 value is greater than 2.33. So again, it is greater than. Greater than means what? What did I tell you? Our answer should be less than tabulated. Then only we accept H naught. That means if our answer is greater than the tabulated, then what do we do? Simply, so we reject H naught. This is the conclusion of 5%. And at the same time, the same thing is followed by 1% also, because in both the cases, our answer is greater than the tabulated value. Now let's go for the conclusion of the problem. How do we write the conclusion? If we are rejecting the H naught, then our answer is alternative hypothesis, right? If we are accepting H naught, then we are having the answer of null hypothesis. Otherwise, we'll be having the answer of alternative hypothesis. That means in both the cases, the breaking strength of the ropes is increased. That means 1850. That means 50 breaking strength is up to the acceptable level. Okay. See, now what did we do here? There is a problem given. Based on that, we have written what all the values are given. After that, we have developed a hypothesis that he is saying that the breaking strength of the ropes is increased. We are writing that it is not increased in null hypothesis. Because he is saying that it is increased, I am writing in alternative hypothesis. Not increased means it will be equal to symbol. If it is increased means that becomes greater than symbol. Since it is greater than symbol, this is of right tail test problem. Okay. Now, we are having two tabulated values because in the problem they are asking us at 5% level of NOS and 1% level of LOS also. So 5% level of significance for right tail test is 1.645 from the tabulated values, and 1% is 2.33. Once we had our tabulated values, then we go for identification of the model. Identification of the model means what? We will try to let know that which formula we are going to be used and why it is to be used. Once we are fixed with the formula, simply we substitute all values in the formula, so that we have got one answer, that is 3.53. After that, then we go for the comparison of our answers. Why should I compare? Unless until I do not compare my answer, I cannot come to a conclusion whether it is accepted or rejected. Now here I have by comparing, my answer is greater than the tabulated, so I have written rejected. In both the cases it is greater than, so it is both the cases it is rejected. That means you are 95% confident, you are saying that the breaking strength of the ropes has been increased, and at 99% also you are saying that the breaking strength of the ropes has been increased. So this is the conclusion of the problem.